me just make sure everything's plugged in here. I hope you're doing well. Today is March the 8th. I feel like it's a special day in general just because of the number. I love that number. I do have a reading I pulled for us, and I'm going to get right to it. If you do want to book a reading, my information is below. So, where do I start here? Well, I'll start where I pull the first cards. Okay. We have this masculine energy, our divine masculine, because I did ask for, a twin soul reading of some sort. And it seems to be what's going on here with the journey. It's a little sad at the same time, right? So we have this divine masculine here coming up as the candy cane angel. And what's that is showing me? Let me just fix my lighting. There we go. What that, sorry, Mercury. Okay. There's an energy here on his side of celebrations almost, and treating himself and kind of ignoring the divine feminine. So we have him here in full color. Technically it's a him because it's for him. With a candy cane. It's time for a treat. And he's looking over here at the divine feminine, who's looking forward and just like, what the heck is going on here? Feeling a bit hollow, feeling a bit unseen, unable to do much. Like she just feels trapped, and it's because she is feeling that there's an emotional loss here. But the interesting thing is we have the masculine like rejoicing, celebrating, and I truly am picking up almost like, what would he be celebrating, right? We have at the bottom of the deck children, and we have Amor is a sign that someone is looking at you with great love and longing. Children signifies friendly disposition and gentleness. And I mean, for some of the divine masculine, there may actually be a child on the way with a karmic. Literally, we have karmic trenches here. And, and the divine feminine is feeling this energy. So I know we've been picking up this really happy energy lately. I'm almost wondering if we were picking up on his happy energy, and that was kind of motivating us to stay strong here. But now the divine feminine is kind of coming to a space where she's feeling like she's been played. Like a game of chess. We have the chess game here, and we have what looks to be a queen lying across the board, right? So there's a definite energy here of a shift that's happened for some of the divine feminines that are feeling a heartache over their masculine, over the loss of his attention and his efforts. It's unfortunate, it really is. So the masculine's coming up as the sun with the blade, and I really feel like this is representing possibly the fact that he has cut someone else out, and then the sun has rose again, as in like, it's time to do it again and try it again. But I'm not feeling it's with the divine feminine at this point, for some of you, right? Because the divine feminine has literally taken a step back from the wild woman, number 52, from that courageous, beautiful energy of, free-spirited and love. But now she's in solitude, and she's at a standstill because there's a lot of confusion going on with the divine feminine right now. And you see how she's looking at the sun? So for some of you divine feminines, you actually know something is going on with the masculine. And even in the sun card, we have what looks like trenches again. And it's about him not completely being finished doing the work he had to do with his karmic situation for some of you. So moving down here, the cards I pulled. The first card is, the first two cards that came out are the Four of Swords and the Three of Cups. And what I feel this has to do with is the divine masculine literally thinking about this celebration, thinking about this third party, and maybe even having entertained multiple women. Here he's taking a rest, and on his mind, he has the divine feminine in this window. You see, it's a man and a woman in the window, but he's not moving in that direction. He's actually not doing anything. And when he does, he's celebrating and probably drinking or partying. It's very possible, because this is what I'm picking up. We have the Hermit that came in reverse. So in reverse, the Hermit is facing forward towards the connection, towards a connection. I don't feel the energy of a divine feminine and masculine connection here. I just feel a connection here. So this to me is probably the karmic situation. And even though he's withdrawn, he's shining a light to the karmic situation. And if you notice, the light is at the bottom and it's kind of representing the lower level energies here that he is moving towards or focusing on. And once again, we have a reversal, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse facing backwards. And I feel like, you know, instead of moving forward, though he was moving forward and it may have been slow for many of them, he kept on going back to this other connection, to this Two of Cups, Three of Cups energy, this party energy. And I'm even seeing like a bit of dark energy between this connection here. Instead of facing forward, and if he was facing forward, he would have been facing his wish. You know, he would have been facing the pure, honest, divine feminine who has put in the work, who has kneeled down, bowed down to this masculine's needs and cared for him regardless of his behaviors all this time. So that's kind of sad there. We have the Flame card that came out. And flames on the hearth indicate good fortune. And I just feel like this is just representing the fact that his twin flame, like it's moving towards her. It's like he's blowing it out almost because it's moving towards this energy technically if it was laying down here. But it's almost like it's about to go out. The love, you know, I don't know, he's not caring for it enough. So it's moving just towards, it's like one-sided is a good way to put it. So on the divine feminine side, we have this energy of just totally confused. And yes, you create your own upsetness or whatever you want to call it, your own prison, your own internal issues. But obviously were led to there because of the fact that you didn't know what's going on and you've been hanging on. You've been at a standstill now. And now you're just like, what have I been waiting for? What have I been putting up with? Why am I facing, and you know, why is this third party situation going on? And this can represent the masculine or the feminine because either way, there's a third party here, and this is the focus. No one's focusing over here on the love, and it's left the divine feminine in pure confusion and wondering. And she has very strong intentions when it comes, or instincts when it comes to love. So this divine feminine energy here is looking at her cup during this Mercury retrograde and reassessing everything at this point. And she's like, what has been going on all this time? Why hasn't he contacted me? Why hasn't he come forward? Why am I picking up this energy of happiness when he's not even coming near me, right? And the last two cards for the divine feminine, we have the Nine of Wands, which is someone who's hung on to the bitter end, pretty much. And a lot of the divine feminines now feel like enough is enough. It's over. This is dead. They feel like I'm not going to give him another chance. I'm not going to give him that other wand. I've, you know, given him all of these and it's torn me down. It's worn me out. You know, about the journey here. This card was pulled for the feminine. The park foretells a new love. So the divine feminine is ready to move in a new direction. Really. She's ready to love herself in a new way. So I pulled some clarifying cards here. And we also have some center cards to look at. We have, yeah, okay, here we go. I'm just trying to think of the way it came out though. No, it came out this way. So we have this energy of this divine masculine moving towards something that, you know, here we have the sun again, first of all. So we have the sun twice in his energy. He could be dealing with a Leo. It does not have to do with that. For me, it's representing this energy of love and happiness. And we have this divine masculine here showing up as a knight, moving towards the sunshine. And we have no king energy here, okay? Just to keep that in mind right now. This is an energy of someone who makes quick decisions in regards to love especially. He's chosen this sun energy, this what's being cut, the blade that's risen again. He's moving towards that. And all the while he understands, because when it comes to facing this energy, he understands he's basically punking off the divine feminine. He's acting like a little boy. He's being a page when he has someone that would offer him a cup full of love, or someone that he has a full cup of love to. He rather race towards this empty energy here. And I know it's the sun, so it's saying that it's something that makes him feel good, and that's understandable. Everyone can make their own choices. But he had this heart, and basically he's just tearing it apart. He looks at what he's doing, because here he is literally looking at himself and saying, I just can't face the truth. This is how the card came. And it's a total energy of going in the past. And I know it's reversal here for you, but it's a total energy of him going in the past and facing this other person, going towards this other person from the past that he has once cut out, and now the sun has risen again. So the feminine, and how did this come out? Yeah, okay. So the feminine is facing forward, and you're going to be, for some of you, looking at new opportunities that will be arising. This is your own sun arising. This is your own opportunities arising, which are going to be beautiful. And you're facing your own truth. And the truth seems to be in this way. It's like, I have lots to give. Both of these cards depict a hand out. And so what this is telling me is the divine feminine that are dealing with this situation and that decide to move forward, their hand is going to be filled with gold and with like luck, and something is going to be placed in your hand, a brand new opportunity. And this new opportunity is a wish fulfilled. This is the 1111. This is an energy of stability and someone who's ready to actually build a future with you, okay? And you're going to move in that direction. You're going to go for that with the Six of Swords. You're going to get to calmer waters. You're going to stop being in this mental confusion and move forward here. So the center energies that were pulled: new beginnings and love begins. New beginnings and love begins. Yep, I just wanted to make sure I had because that's too good to be true. It's clearly a sign with the word beginnings there. It's like new love begins. So for many of the divine feminine, you'll be moving forward to a new love. And I know you don't want to hear it, and I understand. I don't want to hear it either. Who knows, right? But this is what's happening for some of us. And I mean, the divine feminine they don't deserve to be treated this way. They don't deserve to be feeling like they're see-through and translucent, and like the masculine doesn't care. And while he's out celebrating, doesn't have to be the birth of a child, but something that's being reborn. So yeah, so this is beautiful. These are the three cards that came out from the Moon Tarot. The first card that came out is, what do you need to release? And for those of you, the new moon just passed, you still have some time to do releasing and set new intentions. What do you need to release? The second card that came out is, a win-win outcome is forecasted. New moon in Libra, but balance can be restored for some. Some can have a new love relationship here with the divine masculine. If you can shut the door, you have an opportunity for him to change his status, his behavior. There's an opportunity for him to fill this karmic contract and move on and stop playing games, if you choose to stick around for that. And the last card that came out is, nothing yet is set in stone. So that's important to remember, because nothing is yet set in stone. This reading is not set in stone, but it's an important reading to pay attention to, okay? I'm going to, because we have, at the bottom of the deck, but I'm also seeing the Seven of Swords here. And, at the bottom of the deck, we have this Three of Wands. And to me, this is about the masculine contemplating, what do I do? What direction do I go in? And if he goes back to the past, he's being, like, it doesn't feel right. He keeps on looking over here, but he moves towards the past. So let's see if we have any further messages that want to come out here. Well, there we go. And there's a strong Leo energy again for some of you, but the masculine doesn't know what he wants right now. He's contemplating. He's contemplating in matters of love. And, you know, if anything, he's looking at the Three Cups, and it's almost like he's looking at the party, and he's like crossing his arms like, no, I'm not going to take the true love. I'm not going to take that. I don't know. I don't want it. I don't know. Well, it had to come out eventually, right? He's tied to an energy that doesn't feel right, but still he has his arms crossed when it comes to new opportunities coming his way with the Devil card here and the Four of Cups. It's just, you know, it's coming out. This is what's coming out here. We have the Temperance here, which can suggest making an effort. And with the Eight of Pentacles, he may have made an effort, or he may have felt like he made enough of an effort and it just wears him down, right? With the Ten of Wands at the bottom. Like, it's felt like a burden. It's like he's made an effort, but it's almost like a lazy energy of the masculine. And when he moves forward, he feels like it's a lot of work to move forward for some reason. Probably because he's tied to this energy. So we get some sort of an outcome for this reading, please. So we have here, this first of all is my communication card, and it has been for about 20 years. And with the Five of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, we have this energy of someone who's been working, right? Someone that has money, and someone who's been building their empire or working in one way or another to gain. And I mean, there's two people left in the cold here, and he may communicate with you. You may get communication. It is Mercury retrograde, and he may want to come back from the cold. But I'm picking up this energy of just his behavior is truly, it's feeling like it destroys two beautiful souls. It's not just him who he hurts, and it's not just you. It's both of you. And he puts you both kind of on ice. So for some of you, there will not be movement right now, at least. It's like a frozen situation, and he's just sitting there because the Pentacles are not fast movement. And he's just sitting there saying, like, what's going on? I have to figure this out. But until then, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to make any movement. He may make a phone call. He may reach out. I'll pull and see if I suggest you picking that up. But he knows that he has a connection, a past life connection, and he's not facing it. He'd rather hide it in the dark type of thing. And what the best thing for the feminine to do is gain her composure and take care of herself at this time. Okay? So if the masculine calls you or reaches out, you know, what can we expect at least? Confusion. It is saying that he will most likely make a choice to communicate with the divine feminine. Okay. This is a cup of choice. This is a cup of this is a card of communication. This is a card of choice. So he may choose to communicate. However, be careful, because it could be, you know, for sex or some sort of, you know, just wild fun activity, because he is in that energy of celebration and party. And I don't know really what to say besides what the cards are saying to you right now. Tell us more about the communication, please. Yeah, I mean, for some, I'm going to say this. For some, maybe he does cut out multiple women here. Maybe he does communicate that with you. Maybe he is ready to stand up. We have victory. Maybe he will make the choice to take victorious actions. And for some of you, he won't. Because for some of you, he's stuck in this devil energy and this confusion. So I hope that this helps, you know, a few of you for the weekend. I have a pretty busy day today, and I will get to readings later on, recorded readings. And I'll do a karmic spread to see what's going on later on today. But, you know, secret admirer, you know, I do feel like there's a secret going on. More importantly, maybe it's someone that he had deep feelings for, and, you know, he cut out in the past, and now he's trying to give them a chance again. The two cards that came out are power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away, Divine Feminine. Because, you know, some of them are coming back with shady behavior. This is a snake wrapped around them. Now, I would hope in one way or another snakes can represent something positive. I'm just saying, okay? And forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on the past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So there is hope for a beautiful new beginning here, 100%. And it doesn't have to end up being with your masculine. And I know some people don't want to hear that, but just imagine if you could be just as happy with someone else, I promise you, you would forget about your masculine. But you would have to give the new person a chance, okay? So I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope that this reading helps someone that needs to hear it, okay? Thank you so much, everybody, and have a really good Friday, have a really good weekend. This is the weekend energy. This is what will be going on for the next 3 days for some of you. Bye for now.